Welcome back to the Review Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining me. There's been a cornucopia of different types of Pokemon movies and TV series. We have a world where we've had sort of live action CGI movie fest with Ryan Reynolds, and we've had so many games. If you've grown up in the world of Pokemon, you probably have a love and your favorite types of Pokemon. I'd love to know in the comments, what are your current favorite Pokemon? Have they stayed the same, or have they changed as you've been playing different types of Pokemon games, watching TV series, watching the movies? Which are your favorite? But I'm here to talk about Netflix's new animated series called Pokémon Concierge. Let's jump in. Follow the adventure of Haru, a concierge at the Pokemon Resort, as she interacts with the Pokemon and their visiting owners. The first thing you're going to notice about this series is that the animation is actually stop motion, and they've gone the way of fluffy, sort of felt, sort of stop motion characters, which lends itself to making it very cute and fun to watch. It also means that some of the movements of the characters have less frames in them, because you know how much time and effort they put into stop motion. There's actually a Netflix behind the scene clip. I think you can watch it on YouTube as well as on the Netflix platform, where you can see how they go into it. I'm always fascinated by how much time and effort and skill that goes into the stop motion. But not all stop motion films work for me. I understand the stuff that how long it takes, you know, the skill and what the setup is, and the miniature worlds that they have to create physically, because what you're seeing in camera is mostly all real, apart from a few of like the digital backgrounds that some of them do. Mostly everything is real that you're seeing here. Handmade, hand movement, all of that comes to the creation of the world of this Pokemon Concierge Hotel. Now we have 4 episodes. They're around about 10 to 15 minutes each. They have about 5 to 7 minutes of credits. So you're really getting about 10 minutes, depending on the episode, of actual stop motion animation. And we follow a young lady, Haru, who's had the worst day of her life. She's broken up with her boyfriend. Everything that can go wrong is basically going wrong. She's applied for this job, and she becomes a Pokemon concierge. Now what that entails is her coming to grips of getting rid of technology in her life, being reliant on it, and learning to spend time with the Pokemon and the guests, and where her skills lie in that. What are her talents? It's all about letting go, relaxing. If the Pokemon Resort was real, I guarantee in this world people would love to go, and it would be cost probably a premium, which is not what they're going for. Is people need to be able to relax, forget about their worries. That's what this all entails. But there are the classic ticks that you need to have in a Pokemon story. You need to have the one Pokemon that you glue with the first time. You know, you got to catch them all. When you see Ash for the first time, what is the first Pokemon that he grabs? You know, what are the other adventurers? What's their first Pokemon? Everybody has their first. What was your first Pokemon story? We have that in here. I'm going to leave that for you to discover, but I love the Pokemon that we get to see, especially how they're animated in stop motion. There's some classic evolutions, there's some classic Pokemon that you get to see. There's a nice kind of theme. It sets itself apart being different, but it also completely feels nostalgic to everything that is Pokemon. So they've managed to take the world of Pokemon and do something on their own, but also stick to the sort of the rules of what a Pokemon world is. And that's what I loved about this series. It's cute, it's fun, it's very easy to watch. It leaves you wanting more. The score, the voice work, the original, because I always listen to the original and read the subtitles, is fantastic. I think that my only complaint is that there isn't enough. But saying that, I know how long it takes to make this sort of stop motion, so I know the effort gone into that. So if it leaves you wanting more, that's a really good place. If you love Pokemon, this is going to be something fun for the whole family to watch. And also, if you're just a lover of Pokemon, probably spur you into going watching some of the animation or your favorite Pokemon movie like Mewtwo, which is I think my favorite, as well as some of those games that you probably continuously playing. I don't know if anybody's playing Pokemon Go. I am. I've got a number of friends around the world that will still play that. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon game and movie, like in the world, the massive universe that Pokemon has now become? What's your favorite? I'd love to hear.
You got one. Congratulations.
Happy New Year, Happy Christmas, however you celebrate this time of year. Thank you so much for supporting the Ruby Tuesday. I haven't put out much content in the last 10 days because I've been pretty ill with a manly cold, and now have successfully given it to my whole family. So I'm going to be putting out a few more reviews this week, but I hope you guys are well. I hope you're enjoying your time, however you celebrate or don't celebrate, with your friends and loved ones. Thanks so much for supporting us. Check out our Patreon with Movies and Munchies and everything else that we got going on here with our audio podcast called The Best Thing We Watched. But most of all, until next time, remember, Pikachu!